Hi, my name is Philip Gabrielli. I'm 28 years old.
And my name is Ian Nicholson. I'm 29 years old. And guys, over the next few minutes, we're going to share some ideas with you, some concepts that have the potential of completely revolutionizing your life.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember the first time a friend of mine, said that to me. He wanted to share some strategies, a concept that could improve the quality of my life in every single aspect. And I was so skeptical. I mean, I was so closed-minded, it wasn't even funny. I really learned a closed mind is the most expensive thing you could ever own, especially in today's economy. I mean, I was just flat out ignorant, and I mean, all that means is not educated, not knowing. The highest form of ignorance is rejecting something or an idea that you know nothing about. I mean, that was me. I had this big ego, small little bank account, thought I knew everything, and it wasn't until he said something to me that literally changed everything. I decided to open up my mind, and my life has changed as a result. Guys, look, information changes situations. So if I can encourage you to do anything here today, to keep an open mind and listen to exactly what we got to share with you here today.
Absolutely, man. This is one simple concept, but this simple concept, guys, can again completely revolutionize your life. Felipe and I have been fortunate enough to become financially set in our 20s, and it's not because we're any smarter than you. It's not because we're, come from wealth. In fact, we don't come from wealth. We just come from average, normal families, but we've embraced a certain idea, a certain concept. We've attracted certain people into our life. We followed their guidance, and we've applied these principles that I'm about to share with you, and it's completely changed our life. So guys, here's the deal. If you want to know how to become wealthy, if you want to know how to do what you want, when you want, wherever you want, you've got to understand how wealth is created. Now I know what you're thinking. Like when I heard that, I was like, I know how wealth is created. You go to work, you make money.
Work hard.
Yeah, you go to work for a week, you get salary, right? Or if you're in sales, you go sell a house, you get commission, right? I was like, that's how you make money. But no, that's not it, guys. You see, there's actually 3 categories when it comes to earning money. Let's just call them for today's sake M1, M2, and M3. All right. Now M1 is what 96% of the population do. They trade time for money. Why does 96% of the population do that? Because they've been raised that way, because that's what the educational system is teaching them to do. I'm not here to bash education. I think it's great. You want to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, there's a lot of certain things you need to go to school. School is important. Knowledge is important, as we know. But the bottom line is this: school doesn't teach you how to make money. All right? It teaches you how to go out and get a job to build someone else's dream. And Felipe and I, we both fell into that right away, trying to build someone else's dream. 96%, guys, all right, are stuck trading time for money. Let me share something with you. It doesn't work, all right? That's why the average savings of a North American, all right, is pathetic, because nobody knows how to make money, all right? They think that trading an hour for a paycheck is the way to do it. But here's the problem with that strategy, guys. If you haven't already figured it out, let me share it with you. Saturation. Right? You can only work a certain amount of hours in any day, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you even if you're a doctor or a lawyer, yeah, you get paid a lot per hour, but you can only work a certain amount of hours in a day. Therefore, your income, your wealth is limited based on how many hours you can physically be somewhere.
I mean, and to put it into perspective, that's what everyone does, because it's what we're taught to do, right? Go to high school, college, university, get good grades, make a pretty little resume, and beg someone to hire you for the rest of your life working a job, a job. I mean, let's face it stands for Journey to Broke, or just over broke. Everyone we know has one, and what does everyone always complain about in their life that they just never seem to have enough of? It's 2 things. It's
money.
Time and it's money.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's what I was raised to believe, is that I need to work really hard, and that's what I was doing. I was working the job, I was working in the health and wellness industry, I was working Monday to Saturday, 70 hours a week, trying to live life on a Sunday, and I just found myself not having the time for the more important things in life. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have a beautiful wife at home, I have a daughter, another daughter on the way, and I just knew that things needed to change, because I just did not have the time freedom that I've always, searched for my entire life growing up.
Absolutely, man. And I realized what Felipe realized, working for someone else wasn't the way to go. So in my early 20s, I was able to open my own business, and I thought that was going to be the ticket. But here's the problem with owning your own business. Most businesses, turn you into a slave. I mean, you literally have to be there all day long to have your business running. So I was like in almost the same boat you were in, except I owned the business. So I bought myself a job. How stupid did I feel, And so then I kind of was like, I got to make a change. I know you got to that same point. You get to that point where you're like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't have the money. I don't have the lifestyle. I'm not driving the car I want. I'm not making the impact I want to make. I got to do something different. You know, I got to do something different. And that's when I got introduced to the concept we're going to share with you in another 10 seconds. So before we get into that, let me tell you about M2. M2 is great. This is money earning strategy number 2. If you've got money, get your money working for you. Very simple, guys. You know, real estate, stocks, whatever. Invest your money to make money. That's what 3% do.
There's just a problem with that one.
Yeah, what's that?
No, you gotta have money to make money.
Yeah,
Once
exactly.
you have money, you shared the stats, right? And the average savings.
We couldn't get into that when we were in our early 20s. We didn't have money at that point,
yeah, exactly.
right? So I mean, that wasn't available to us. But guys, this strategy, the M3 strategy, all right, this is available to anybody with an open mind. All right, this is available to anybody who's willing to get outside of the box for a few minutes and entertain a new concept. M3 is what 1% of the population do. All right, now here's what's crazy about this 1%. They earn 96% of all the money that's being earned out there. I know that sounds crazy, 1% earning 96% of the money, but guys, you've heard it, the rich get richer. That's the way it goes, right? And it's not because they're all jerks and greedy. It's because they have certain knowledge and understanding that we might not have as average people. So here's what it is, guys. 1% of the population leverage time by setting up multiple sources of residual passive income. That's what it is. Multiple sources of residual passive income. All right, perfect example would be, let's say Drake. He does an album. All right, he does the work once. All right, he's sitting on a beach years from now. Every single time that somebody downloads that album, he makes money. He's getting paid, right? And you know, he could be selling them on iTunes. He could be selling them at a record store. He could be selling them all over the place. But every single place he's selling it, he's making money. Multiple sources, residual passive income. That's what wealthy people understand. I mean, you got a good example of that too.
I mean, the first time I heard residual income, I didn't even know what it was. I had to do some research. I got to be honest. You know, I don't even have a post-secondary education, and it's really an income coming in on a regular basis with little effort required to maintain it. And you know, another great example is maybe an author. I mean, both of us are authors. A book comes out, work's done after we've written the book. We don't have to go write the book, rewrite it, or anything like that. But every time that book is getting sold in stores, the author ourselves are collecting royalties. That's residual or passive income. I mean, what about Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, I mean, these guys have made more money dead than they made when they were alive because of residual passive income. It's crazy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So guys, the reason why, all right, they don't teach you this in schools is because they want people to go be good working citizens, work a job, pay your taxes, all right, quit daydreaming, get back to work. How many times you heard that, all right? But the bottom line is this: if you want to revolutionize your life, if you want time freedom, money freedom, all right, you want to live what we like to call the boss life, being able to do whatever you want, enjoy it with your family, and live the good life, all right, you've got to create multiple sources of residual passive income.
Now, if you're like me, you're probably wondering, this all sounds amazing, this makes a lot of sense, but I'm not an author or a famous musician. Where am I going to go in today's economy and take advantage of these M3 strategies and capitalize on residual or passive income?
Well, here's the thing, guys. The person that sent you this video is working with a movement and a concept. They're partnered with us, and this concept is allowing them to earn money the way that 1% do. It's allowing them to create multiple sources of residual passive income. It's what has allowed Phil and I to become financially set, have all the time and money freedom we could imagine here in our 20s. So if you're open-minded, if you're looking for more time and money freedom, guys, you want to get back to them. Just get back to the person that sent you the video and say, look, I don't really know what you're doing or what this is, but I'm open-minded enough to look at it, because if it can do what Ian and Phil are saying it can do and give me time and money freedom, that's something I don't want to miss out on. So get back to the person that sent you this video, guys, and they'll tell you more about this exciting movement, and hopefully it'll let you revolutionize your life the way it's revolutionized our life.